Hello everyone, welcome back. It is currently day 5 of the June IGTV challenge, and today I'll be taking a break from my usual talks on mental health to discuss some changes that are coming to the channel. Now, I will be first starting off this video talking about what is my actual motivation and drive and what is my main purpose of making these videos, and then I will go into the subject of the changes and suggestions that have been made by people to me to improve the quality of my content. Now, first of all, I would like to thank again everyone who made the time to contact me via message, via Instagram, via all the different channels that are available. Some people have come and called me out and asked me to meet and have spoken to me in person, and that I really appreciate everyone's support. I mean, I really want this to work. I really want what I'm doing here to be successful, and it can't go without criticism. I need the critical feedback so that I know what to do better. So I really appreciate everyone who's come forward and given me suggestions about how to make this channel better. So thank you all very much. Alright, so now to talk a bit about what really is my prime motivation, like what makes me decide to make these videos and why I've been at it for so long. So ever since I started working in psychiatry, I became very impassioned about young patients coming to see psychiatrists. I was shocked to see the number of people in their teens and early 20s coming to see a psychiatrist for mental health issues. And when I did my research and looked on the latest studies and findings, I realized that the trends show that more and more young people are developing mental illness. Now, I personally have had my mental health struggles, and I've had the challenges in my life to basically deal with mental health issues. But for the predominant time of my early 20s, even my teenage years were carefree. They were a great time. They were a time free of the troubles that I go through now. And when I look back on it, one of the most important things that helped me bounce back from my mental illness is the fact that I've had so many good years of my life to fall back on. So when you think about these young people developing mental health issues in an age where they are susceptible to, their brains are still developing, these kind of things can scar them for life and cause them disability disproportionate to what happens, disproportionate to the stressor. So it's having a very bad insult at a young age. So this is something that I just felt that shouldn't be happening. So when I decided that I would make mental health promotion my main business, I was met by resistance within the field of psychiatry. Now, what I was told was that the role of a psychiatrist is to treat mental illness. Alright, so when I was met with this sort of response, and I took it in a positive way, what they meant to say is that we need psychiatrists to basically focus on treating mental illness. There is no time for a psychiatrist to do a full-time job in mental health promotion. So I realized that I couldn't do a master's in psychiatry. I couldn't become a psychiatrist, because if I did, I would be busy treating mental illness. I wouldn't be going out promoting good mental health and preventing mental illness, which is what I am passionate about. I am passionate about doing these things, and especially reaching young people so that they don't have to feel like they're going this alone. It is a sign of these times. A lot of young people, millennial generation, myself included, do not know how to ask for help. It is very difficult for them to go out of their way to see a counselor, to admit there's something wrong in their life when they have all of the stresses and pressures on their life for things to look perfect. It is better that the content, the things that they need to know, be given out freely and openly to them so that they can anonymously seek help and seek the support that they need. So I understand this from a fundamental basis, and I feel that what I'm doing here is the right thing to do. Alright, so now we know what I really care about is reaching these young people with my message. I'm going to be making a few changes to the IGTV challenge. The first of which is that I'm going to be trying to speak in Bahasa Malaysia for the rest of the challenge. Now, I'm interested in reaching the young people of Malaysia first, and because that is the group that I'm closest to, and the life that I lived was a young Malaysian life, typical Malaysian life. I went to government school, I was, government scholar. I'm just a regular Malaysian, so I just want to reach the young people of Malaysia first. And the best way I can do that is by changing my content to Bahasa Malaysia for the rest of the IGTV challenge, to help build up the talking skills, to basically talk in front of the camera in Bahasa Malaysia. Alright, the second change that I'm going to be doing is that the differences of the channels that are available means that I am not able to put content on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook at the same time. I can't just copy paste the format to all of the different channels. I have to prepare content for them individually. So having a daily video recording isn't going to work anymore. I'm going to need more time to prepare better quality content to reach more people. So I've decided that I'm going to go with a suggestion someone gave me to cut down the schedule to 3 times a week after I finish the June IGTV challenge. During the June IGTV challenge, my purpose is to learn how to use Instagram and IGTV properly to reach people. So I am going to be sticking with recording every day until the end of the June IGTV challenge. The third thing that people suggested for me to do was to open a website. So I already have a domain name set up, put aside for this eventuality, and I will be setting up a website where I will be having all the different content put there rather than on a Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube site, but rather focus the content there. And when I put out a video there on my website, I will put it through on the different channels, little snippets or tidbits, so people can get an idea of the content that I'm doing and funnel them to the website so that they can get the content there. This is all very technical stuff that I have to be doing, and I feel quite challenged by it. When I settled down to do the recording sessions before this, when I was doing the Ramadan challenge, where I just wanted to be able to record myself in front of a camera, so get comfortable recording myself in front of a camera. So I just basically, just recorded myself every day. And then I started the June IGTV challenge because I don't know how to use Instagram at all. So why not learn how to use Instagram by setting another 30-day challenge? But that's not what's going to work in the long term. In the long term, to reach these young people, I'm going to have something that is free of a social media bias, which is just my own website, and then have different links leading out to the different sources to help bring people in and get them to the message that I want to bring to help promote mental health. This is something that in a way is costly for me financially, costly for me in a time-wise fashion, but I really believe that it is something that has to be done, and it is something that has to cost as little as possible. I would love to have a big funding for this project, and I would love to have, unlimited resources, so to speak, to be able to get the message out to young people of the importance of mental health. But I think the best thing to do is build things organically from the ground up and try to get my message out as organically as possible, without taking any jumps, without taking any leaps. Take my time and really build it up. So everyone's support is greatly appreciated. I mean, in the end, if we do get to reach young people and help them with mental health disorders, that is the thing that drives me, that really motivates me to do this. And it is something that, if possible, if I can do it, it will be the gold star on this little video project. If I can help everyday normal Malaysians with their mental health problems, that is good. But what is great for me is reaching these young people with my message. And one of the ways to just reach them is by a general success. So I will be working on this and try to be as successful as possible. But it's a long journey, and I'm so glad that everyone that's watching right now, I think that you guys are part of this journey to be here at this early phase, where I believe that it won't be just me talking just in front of my curtain, in front of a ring light. One day it will be a much bigger thing. But for now, I'm so glad to have everyone on this journey with me, and I would like to give my sincerest thanks and gratitude, and I hope that all of you have a good night tonight. And I'm sorry if the changes mean that you might not be getting my content or you might be missing out on some of the videos, but I do believe it's for the best. And with much gratitude, I wish you all a good night.